Everything's in Chinese, hang on. Forex.Today Introduction. Life. No life great. Sorry, can't even see, my eyes are so bad. Forex.Today Introduction, life great. Why doesn't it come up? Life is great, life is grand. Life is good. Forex.Today. Did I not spell it? Introduction. Introduction. I can't even see it. It's so bad. I can't see it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Life is great. Life is grand. Life is good. Life is beautiful. See, everything's in Chinese. Presentation, maybe? There it is. All right, hey, welcome to Forex.Today. Let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Enjoying the coffee. This is like the worst laptop. My name is Wayne McDonell. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. Thank you for being a client. Really appreciate it. In fact, I'm traveling, and I'm doing my best to stick with you. I care about you, I appreciate you, and I want you to succeed, and I hope you know that, even if I'm traveling. So, hey, I do these sessions Monday through Friday here at Forex.Today. Except for the first Friday of every month, I'm over at FX Street, where I've been doing trade non-farm payrolls live for about 12 years. So without further ado, let's do some technical analysis, huh? So, what have you guys been trading? What do you want me to cover? First of all, while you do that, I'll let you see where I am. This is my room. So across the way, you have Hong Kong. That's Victoria Harbor. That little room, huh? Is that killer? So, yeah, not too bad. All right. So what do you want me to cover? What have you been trading? What's on your mind? Let's just say it's more than 100. For security reasons, we'll keep that private, but well over 100. I smoked a cigar on the 118th floor last night out on a patio. So anyways, all right, good. So, you know what? I need glasses. I can't believe it. All right. My phone's going crazy. I'm in a webinar. Okay, so let's start with pound Swissy. Can you guys see the charts okay? This is my little laptop, my little micro laptop, so I don't have all my indicators, but it's something, right? Cool. All right, so pound Swissy is one that I wanted to catch, and if you remember, I went long, a couple of weeks ago, and probably that double bottom, and now I've been knocked out. So we're kind of back in that place where if you were thinking about being a buyer, maybe start paying attention again, right? When this thing falls, generally you have a risk-off scenario. Swiss franc shouldn't be strong. Swiss franc is generally a funding currency, but well, right now this could just be Brexit type stuff. But if you look to the left, you can see that maybe over time we're setting up a triple bottom. Maybe not necessarily today, but maybe sometime soon, right? So taking a look at Beast, you can see that the dollar is beating up the pound pretty well, and that we're continuing our way down, right? Looking at a 4-hour, we're definitely trending. Looking at daily, look at that. Seems like a bottomless pit, doesn't it? So the question is this all pound related, or is there some euro going on? What are these other things? Are these all pound? These are all pound yen, and all that kind of stuff. So we want to take a look at euro, obviously. This is such a crazy, finicky laptop. Okay. That top definitely played, didn't it? Definitely played out as a top. Pound yen coming down. Remember, we're coming up to a week where we're hoping that, the yen would weaken. Right now, yen is just crushing the pound. And so is the Swissy. So right now, at least relative to the pound, our funding currencies are strong. Now, they typically are this time of year, but what we're looking for is a change in that direction. And there isn't anything, obvious that suggests that's happening now, right? So we could look at euro and euro yen, for example. Let's just do that. A little bit of a different story, huh? Look at that. It's just starting to roll over. And that's something that we set up, was it last week that I shorted this? Does anyone remember? It was like 118.20, I think, is where we shorted maybe a week ago. I think it was a pivot cluster. Nobody remembers? Oh, up in the, right? 118. I thought it was just above that, yeah. But anyways, it's starting to come down now, breaching 117, working its way down. Got some weekly pivots in there. But remember, the pig was significantly weaker. So we can see that a lot of that downside movement on the pound Swissy, pound yen, pound dollar is just simply the pound being weak. So if you were looking for something to sell, maybe you should be selling pound, right? Now, looking over at euro versus yen, this is doing quite well, isn't it? Okay. Now, there is a downside move here. And you can see that this low is lower than the previous low. So you could be setting this up as a channel to the downside, right? If you wanted to sell euro or buy yen, you could set that up as a channel. Let's see, maybe I can go to 4-hour. And you could do it something like that, right? Because this low is lower than that low, so it gives you permission to consider being a bear if that's what you want to do. Wow, it gets dark here fast in Hong Kong. I guess because we're so far south. I don't know if you can see, but the lights are down there coming on. But look at down in here. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Very neat. Okay, so you could mark it up like that, right? So very interesting. What else could we be trading? You guys watching anything? I'm gonna move over here. Okay. Euro pair is falling, yeah, a couple hundred pips, yeah. Well, like this time of year, I'm looking for the development of carry trades. We don't know if it'll be now or in a month, but it's something I start looking for. So, what would be a couple of decent carry trades that we could consider? What would we look at if we were setting up something that hasn't happened yet? Hmm? What should we be watching? We're setting up something that hasn't happened yet. All right, well, I would suggest, why don't you look at Aussie yen? And why don't you look at Kiwi yen? Does anyone see Kiwi yen over here? Kiwi yen. Okay. Okay. And you can see I'm still long. Bought it at 85 something, maybe 86. And we're at 87 something. Cool, right? My stop is at break even. Hanging on. Now it's interesting when you look at the European pairs, there wasn't an aggressive move up like that. So maybe there's something else going on. Maybe other people are looking for a carry, or maybe this is a commodity play, or maybe it's a little bit of both. What? You can see this, right? Where's the thing that shows me what you see? Oh, weird. Why is it doing that? Strange. All right. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, thank you for saying it now. What is this button? Let's try it again. Oh, between windows. Okay. Some Windows actions popped up. Hang on. Weird. This is very strange all of a sudden. So I think I can do this. Now you're going to see the chat and everything. No, you still don't. You see more, but you don't see everything. Wow, there's something really weird going on. All right, well, even though I'll have the camera on full screen, you see part of one of the charts. But, okay, but you can still see what I'm talking about, right? Little boost going on here. Okay? But my point is, okay, my point is there's something else going on here. The European pairs were coming down, and the commodity pairs are trying to hang in there. And by coincidence, these commodity pairs, that's Aussie, these commodity pairs, let me just move this over to Kiwi. The commodity pairs just happen to be high yielding as well. Okay, so you see that? I bought that at 80, 70, no, well, 79 or 80, somewhere in there. Oh, 79.50 it looks like. So about 100 pips as well. But you notice how that's different? So now I'm definitely picking bottoms. You know the problem about picking bottoms is it's a strategy that stinks. So that's why I got my stops jammed. I think maybe it'll work, but I think I'm probably a week or 2 or 3 early, but you never know. All right. So it looks like I'm having some problems, so I think I'll need to reboot or something. But so anyways, very, very brief webinar today. I just simply didn't want to let you down. I care about you. I want you guys to succeed. I'm a long ways from home. I've been traveling a lot, but I bring you with me, not just in the webinars, but in my thoughts. So just keep an eye out for what's happening. The pound seems to be quite weak, and then maybe, just maybe, over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we look and observe a change in direction in the yen pairs or in the Swiss franc pairs and stuff like that. Who knows? And the thing is, we're waiting for the future. We're planning for the future. We're not looking in the past. So we need to find where that support is and try to observe a change in direction. And maybe, like you see here, take some small step forward to get into these positions, but not at the sake of risk, right? Does that make sense? So we'll regroup tomorrow and see how it goes. So again, I apologize for being brief, but I do thank you for being a client of TradersWay. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see. Yeah? I'll give you a goodbye look. That's the phone. That's Daniel, actually. That's Daniel-san. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being on my team.